10 a.m. in the morning of Wednesday, November 10, 2010, Behrouz Javid Tehrani, a well-known political prisoner, was sentenced to 74 lashes. According to recent published reports, Behrouz lashed by Hassan Akharian, an interrogator infamous for being responsible for painful torture techniques and attacks against prisoners that would often leave them in a near-death state. Behrouz was arrested in June 2005. After a long waiting time, he was sentenced to overall 7 years of prison for completely unsubstantiated charges of engaging in propaganda against the regime, disrespecting the supreme leader, and cooperation with revolutionary groups. On March 7, 2010, Behrouz was transferred to a solitary confinement in Rajai Shah prison. While in solitary since March 26, 2010, Behrouz has also been under intense torture. On March 30, 2010, prison officials told Behrouz that they would be transferring him from a solitary confinement to the ward for dangerous criminals. In protest to this decision, Behrouz started a hunger strike. On Monday, April 12, 2010, after 13 days of being on hunger strike and 1 month of solitary confinement, he succeeded to compel his prison guards to submit to his request. He was taken from solitary confinement to a ward called the end of the road. After consistent confrontations and inhumane measures, Behrouz asked for medication, but instead he was taken to a solitary confinement which was an unknown location. Despite prison restrictions, Behrouz was able to write a note from his cell while he was partly unconscious to describe the dire conditions he was enduring and that he was transferred to a solitary cell called the Special Suite Number 1 of Rajai Shah prison. On July 2nd, prison officials acting on order of the Information Ministry were told to indeterminately extend Behrouz's solitary confinement beyond the previous agreed of only holding him in solitary until the end of the July 10th uprising anniversary. In the last note that Behrouz was able to get out of the prison, Behrouz stated that he has been threatened to death and that his life is in a grave danger. Despite suffering from a number of illnesses since being in prison, particularly injury to his skull, which happened in 2005 in Section 209 of Evin Prison, Behrouz has not been allowed any medication. Furthermore, he's not allowed to see or talk with his family over the phone or even see his lawyer. He's only allowed to use washroom 2 times every 24 hours. Behrouz Javid Tehrani and all political prisoners must be freed unconditionally, and prisons officials and Islamic regime of Iran must be publicly prosecuted for crimes against humanity. Be the voice of Behrouz.